Hey money makers, welcome back to Over Here, a week craft for money. I'm DJ and this is day 5 of It Is Time to Christmarize Everything. And today we are doing giftable tins. Now, I know you probably seen this on TikTok, Facebook. I know I saw it all over Facebook and I decided to put my own little spin on making them because I don't have a wide format printer. I'm not sending my prints to Walmart or Walgreens or CVS to pay all this money for custom sticker paper when I got some good old glossy Koala 8.5 by 11 glossy sticky paper or sticker paper that can do the job just fine. I may have to work a little bit harder, but I'm gonna save a whole lot more money. So one of the things we're gonna do is we are gonna customize this popcorn tin. But I got to thinking about like, okay, well the popcorn tin is kind of cool, but if I wanted to do this in multiple gifts and be a little different, maybe I want to give a gift to all of the admins in the office of my day job, maybe I want to gift, in this case, my sorority sisters or a few of them. We have a pretty, nice size chapter and I can't afford to spend, $7 to $8 for like 20 people. So guess what your girl did? While I was walking through the aisle of Walgreens, I found the good old butter cookies, baby. And these were $2.97 or $2.99. So the color is perfect for my sorority, which is blue and white. Shout out to them finer women of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So we are going to customize this. Now listen, the popcorn tins are great. You can probably pop out and sell these and make you some real nice money depending on the design. But I think this is another cost-effective way to do something a little different, but still put that little personal touch. So what will you need for this project? Let's jump into the supplies, y'all. This is so simple. You're going to need a popcorn tin, a butter cookie tin. You're going to need some sticker paper. Glossy is what I would recommend. A cutter or a pair of scissors so that you can shape it out, and however you plan to package your completed item. We are using an inkjet printer with regular ink, no mirroring. And when I tell you it is the simplest project to make, you're going to spend the most time doing the design. Beyond that, baby, you'll be done in no time flat. And for less than $7, you got yourself a cute little giftable tin. All right, so to get started, we're gonna go over in Canva, and in this case, I'm making this for my sister and her family. So I'm gonna bring in their image and I'm gonna remove the background. Once the background is removed, I am gonna deal with the filters and try to lighten the picture up and bring it as close to their true skin tones as possible. I'm gonna enlarge the picture because I want that to be a center on the popcorn tin. Now I'm gonna go into elements and bring in some of the Christmas presents because I don't want that harsh line at the bottom. I'll bring in my background and then I'll use the little presents to cover up that crisp line at the bottom of the photo. I'll just play around with the design. If you want more videos around how to design different things, I'm no graphic designer, but I know enough to be dangerous. Let me know in the comments and I'll try to do a slower version of this cookie and popcorn tin showing you how to design. Anyway, all of these things I got from Creative Fabrica and from Canva, so these are free if you have a subscription. Go crazy with it. Once I get that all organized the way that I want, then I need to do the middle because again, we're using 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. And so I'm gonna need 2 3/4 pieces. So that's what you see me doing there, keeping the background as consistent as possible. Now that I have that, I need to put in the message. Their last name is the Millers. So I'm bringing that on in. That is a font that I got from Creative Fabrica. And I'm gonna do it in white and then put an offset around it. And you do that by changing the color. So I make it red and then I'm gonna make the offset white so it can really pop off of the popcorn tin. And I really like that because it's got little snowflakes. This is going to be the back side of the popcorn tin, and I want to put a message there. My sister and the family love to binge watch really great movies, so I put the message: may your home always be filled with love, laughter, and popcorn. So that's the message from me and Mom, because this is a gift that my mom and I are going to put in the Christmas box that will go off to my sister and my niece and her hubby next week. All right, so we do the same thing with that offset, and then we're gonna just keep a middle paper blank for filling in spaces. Next, we have our design. Our sorority image is already done. I didn't have to create that, so I'm just gonna do a print then cut for that. And in order for me to make that easy, and what I want you guys to be able to do is use frames. So once you make your circle and you measure your tin, you're gonna know what size frame you need, and then you'll just fit the image inside of there. You'll download it from Canva and then bring it back in and drop it in the frame. That is the easiest, most quickest, cheapest way for you to then use your Cricut machine for a print then cut, and you don't have to worry. So the big popcorn tin that I measured was 8 by 8, and then the butter cookie tin was 6.25 by 6.25. Once I have my circles sized, I put them over there. Now I realized that the top of the popcorn tin, because I didn't have 11.5 by 17 paper, I am gonna have to splice and print the top circle in sections. And that's okay, because we're gonna use what we got to get what we want. All right, so that's what you see me setting it up there, each half. Now that it has been cut, and I use cardstock to measure out so I'm not wasting my expensive sticker paper. Shout out to Koala for their product. I love them. This is not a sponsored video by them, but I absolutely love their products. And their glossy sticker paper is one of my favorite go-tos. So once I peel it off using a light grip mat from Cricut, I'm just going to peel back the sticky part and stick it right on top of that snowman, because the tin is the perfect color for our sorority. So that's what you see me doing here, though my nails are making it a little difficult. So I'm going to use my little picker tool, and that's going to help me lift it off without making any holes in the design. Once I do that, measure it, pull it back with my little tweezers, and pop it right back on. You can make these popcorn tins in like less than 5 minutes. And this is absolutely something I'm going to keep in mind for future. I don't have to wait. You know, the cookie tins are something that gets sold year round. And I think that this is a perfect gift to give for birthdays, Valentine's Day, you name it. Now we're moving on to the big one. And again, I'm no graphic designer, but it was enough for me to personalize the cookie tin with my message. I just printed it out on my inkjet printer, pressed it down in the middle, and then slowly burnished it on with my finger. Now, a couple things to keep in mind if you do this project. If you have a lot of ink on your paper, like I do, I told my printer it was a glossy photo paper so that it would put just the right amount of ink in there, but you gotta let the ink dry. It will smudge on that glossy paper if you are not careful. So make sure that you dry it either with a fan, your dryer, or 24 hours air dry, and then you'll be able to touch it without smudging the ink. So once you center it down, you just want to slowly touch it down with your finger, smoothing out any air bubbles. The beautiful thing about the paper is it's very forgiving, so it'll take about 24 hours to cure onto the cookie tin or the popcorn tin, so you don't have to worry. You will be able to lift it up and adjust it if you need to. Next, I printed that third piece, as I told you, and that is to fill in those gaps. Now, I could have connected both sides together with the message and then just let the one little piece be there, but I decided to do it on both sides. It's not perfectly lined up, and I will tell you, if you're going to sell these, you definitely want to practice this a few times so that it is worth the money that people are paying. But I know that my sister and my brother-in-law, and of course my niece, will just appreciate the hard work and effort for me to just make them something personalized and customs. And most people that you make it for, that you love and you give it as a gift, will appreciate the same. This was my first time making this, you guys, and I don't always do it perfect on the first time. Sometimes it takes a few go-rounds for me to get something right, but I figure it's safe family time here together, and the money makers don't judge, right? We just support each other and we keep it going and we learn. So I don't want you to be afraid to try this project. I think you should give it a try while the cookie tins are out, while the popcorn tins are out. And if you got an inkjet printer, why not? Now, again, some people are, ordering their images from Walgreens and CVS, and that's all fine and dandy. I just chose to go it on my own and try with what I had. This is supposed to be cost effective, and we ain't got no extra money to be giving away. What you see me doing here is just trimming off the bottom part. So I wasn't worried about the sizing because I knew I was going to cut it off, and then I was going to seal that at the bottom. Now it's time to do the top. Again, we did have to cut the message in half in order to use the print and cut. Now I do have some 8.5 by 14 sticker paper coming because that's the largest width my printer does is 8.5. But if I had the 14 by height or wraparound, I would not have had to use 3 pieces, but that's okay. Like I said, I think my sister will still appreciate my effort and just the thought. Now, when I first laid it down, I realized, wait a minute, that's crooked. I measured it as an 8 by 8 so that I could go all the way to the top. So that's just me repositioning it. And as I said, it's not cured yet. So as long as you're careful with that picker tool and picking it up, you'll be able to readjust it as many times as you need to. And that's what you see here. But look at that. It turned out great. I absolutely love it. I think they are going to love it. And I really want to encourage you to give it a try. Day 5 was a stone cold blast, but baby, it was problematic because I was still a little tired from hanging out with mom for her 72nd birthday yesterday. And then the ink in the printer ran out and I had to run out to Walmart and get a new ink cartridge just so that I can make sure that the colors were beautiful and popping. I did decide not to put any bling around the rim of the popcorn tin because I figure when she pulls away the safety sticker that's on there to protect the freshness of the popcorn, the stones would have fallen off and then that would have been wasted material. But I think it turned out really great. I know they're going to enjoy it. They'll keep it as a keepsake because their family photo is on top of it. And I know that my sorority sisters are absolutely going to love that. I am going to make a few more of those for Saturday street cleanup. And yeah, guys, that is episode number 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Come on back tomorrow for episode 6. It is time to Christmasize everything, and wait till y'all see what I got in store for you for day 6. In the meantime, check out some of the earlier episodes, and until tomorrow, bye everybody.